Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane and this is Money Mint. Volta Trucks has raised $260 million at a 490 valuation to get its all-electric truck into production by the end of this year. This will be by the end of 2022. So this is big news in the EV space, and this is big news in the EV space of trucks. Volta Trucks is a Swedish electric vehicle startup that believe it could build better urban delivery vehicles and other trucks that are safer and take up a smaller carbon footprint than their gas-guzzling, more clumsy existing counterparts. So recently Volta Trucks has closed some really big rounds of funding to help it through the last miles of work before its Volta Zero trucks go into commercial production later this year. The company has raised over $260 million, a Series C round of funding that appears to value the company at just over $490 million. Volta will be using the money to fund engineering and business operations ahead of its first truck rolling off the assembly line, on the back of what it looks like a healthy list of customers. Volta said it's pre-ordered books for all its electric Volta vehicles. Volta said that its pre-ordered book for all its electric Volta Zero, said to be the first fully electric, purpose-built commercial freight vehicle designed for urban freight distribution, is currently totaling over $1.2 billion, covering more than 5,000 vehicles. Volta's wider business strategy will be based both on selling trucks as well as offering its vehicles on trucking as a service model. Now, New York-based Luxor Capital, which has led the company $39 million Series B in September 2021, they're also leading this round. Real estate investment firm Andre J. Alderson, like Volta, based in Stockholm, supply chain services giant, and B Flexion, formerly Waypoint Capital, also participated. While Volta has not disclosed its valuation, PitchBook data notes that this is just over $490 million, a figure that we've now confirmed, also with the sources close to the company. So Volta's growth and the large amount of capital it's now raised, over $325 million to date, are a part of a bigger sea change in the automotive world. Startup tapping into new manufacturing techniques, new battery technology, and new energy infrastructure see a ripe opportunity to build a new vehicle to distribute the current status quo with safer and cleaner alternatives. So as for investors, likely wowed by the success of electric efforts like Tesla with a smaller car, are putting their money behind these ventures to give them more firepower and more credibility. With would-be customers, these are all essential building blocks for catapulting cars into the next wave of technological innovation, where the trucks like Volta becomes hardware platforms capable of gathering and working with massive data sets to help the vehicle and the businesses using them to operate at new levels of productivities. So that is a theory, at least. The process of getting these inevitable ends up being slower and more costly than initial rusty projects, which is another reason why it's important for companies in the space to raise large rounds and coral together groups of strategic backers to help them get to market. Now, as for the Volta roadmap, this year it will include investing in engineering and production operation to build prototypes to verify its design for the Volta Zero. These in turn will roll out to early customers for pilots in London, Paris, cities where delivery trucks are commonplace but also dangerous given traffic congestions, narrow streets, and the proliferation of cyclists and other micromobility users, making them ideal markets for Volta Trucks, which claim not only to produce less emissions. The first trucks will also have a pure electric range between 150 to 200 kilometers, that's between 95 to 125 miles, and eliminate an estimated 1.2 million tons of CO2 by 2025. This is what the company claims, but have significantly better visibility, 220 degrees, with the driver sitting in the center of the front seat, for its drivers. Initially, what they will not have, it seems, are self-driving capabilities. So right now it's been said by a spokesperson that they're investigating autonomy, self-driving for future, but as for vehicles that specifically designed as a city center distribution and delivery vehicle, the goods within the vehicles will need delivering from the vehicle to their destination. As a result, the purpose of the vehicle will also need a person involved, making self-driving less reliant. Now additionally, Volta said it will also use some of the funding to continue developing 7.5 and 12-ton full electric Volta Zero derivatives. The first model will be a 16 tons and eventually a larger 19-ton model. The company is building a production facility in Austria with plans to produce 5,000 vehicles in 2023, 14,000 trucks in 2024, and up to 27,000 trucks in 2025. The successful and oversubscribed conclusion of the Series C funding rounds gives them a positive external validation of their journey. This was said by Essa A. Saleh, CEO of Volta Trucks, in a statement. Additionally, it was also said that as an innovator and disruptor in commercial vehicles, they're working at the industry-leading space and they have significant ambitions. Today's closing of Series C funding, bringing 230 or 260 million US dollars into the company, gives them a financial runway to be able to deliver on all goals as they transition from a startup to a manufacturer of full electric trucks. Now, the confirmation of the order books for over 5,000 vehicles with an order book value exceeding 1.2 billion euros gives them and investors confidence that pioneering products and services offering in both wanted and needed by customers. So naturally, this is huge news for big reasons. And additionally, in the news of Volta Trucks, the Crown Estate and Clipper logistic partner to decarbonize central London retail distribution. This is a huge deal for Volta Trucks. So Volta Trucks, the leading and disruptive fully electric commercial vehicle manufacturer and service provider, has partnered with the Crown Estate on one of the West of London largest property owners and Clipper Logistics, its distribution provider, to decarbonize and consolidate deliveries into London's world-famous Regent Street retailers, improving air quality and congestions in the city centre. This is set to launch a trial in summer of 2022. So this is this year, this summer. It's quite exciting for Volta Trucks. The full electric Volta Zero is a key component of the Crown Estate latest delivery consolidation scheme for its Regent Street customers as part of its ongoing commitment to reducing emissions throughout the West End. So once again, this is huge news. This is a really big deal for Volta Trucks and it's huge news. Additionally, confirming the agreement with the Crown Estate and Clipper Logistics, the Chief Executive Officer of Volta Trucks also had this to say, and I quote, "The full electric Volta Zero is specifically designed for zero emission urban distribution with exactly the Crown Estate and Clipper logistic use in mind, and with 8.6 tons of payload, it was created to consolidate deliveries and reduce congestions of smaller vehicles on city center streets. I look forward to seeing the Crown Estate and Clipper logistic liveried vehicles operating on the famous streets of London West End in only a few months. This is quite exciting." So yes, naturally, this is a big deal for Volta Trucks. Thank you for watching this video until the end. I really appreciate that. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like and leave a comment if I missed anything in this video. Let's have a discussion. Thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video.